Hi guys, it's Dan here, and today we're going to be showing you how to find central corpus keywords. So what you want to do is actually search the search term you're trying to rank for. For this example, we're using this make and model of car, which is the Toyota Prius. I chose that because it's quite a specific thing, but it's something that you can actually find central corpus keywords really nicely for, and I'm sure you'll be able to do the exact same for your niches as well. So one thing when you're writing content you need to be careful with is not being too general with your descriptions of what you're writing about. It's really important to obviously get the keywords you want to get into the article, but you also need to tell Google exactly what it is what you're saying. So for this example, we're actually choosing a car, and obviously with a car you could say things like it's got 4 doors, it's got 5 seats, it's got 4 wheels, but a lot of cars actually tick that box and meet that criteria, so Google don't really know exactly what kind of car you're talking about. So what we're going to do here is actually find some central corpus keywords for this term, and obviously you can apply that to your own terms when you're actually doing this technique. So we'll click on one of the sites that's actually ranking for this term here. This is What Car, obviously reviewing the vehicle. And again, like I said, I could go in and say it's got 2 wing mirrors, a windscreen, etc. But again, it's kind of every single car available. So what I'm looking for here is essentially keywords that match specifically to the Toyota Prius and tell Google that that's the car I'm talking about. So the first thing I notice off the bat is that it's a hybrid car. Obviously, not every car on the road is a hybrid, so that's definitely something I'd mentioned within my article. And obviously, that's going to narrow it down even further for them, to actually know which kind of car we're talking about. Again, I'd go into more detail. I'd probably mention things along the lines of the fact that it's kind of meets this MPG range. So if I said, for example, the car I'm talking about here gets 235 MPG for the plug-in version or 67 MPG for the hybrid version, then they know exactly that I was talking about the 2 models of Toyota Prius. There's really no other car on the market that meets those figures, so that's exactly a specific type of bit of information that we'd actually want to look at. Again, as I'm going through, I could have a look at something like here. It says 1.8 litre petrol engine that's powered by an electric motor. So that obviously says it's a hybrid again in a different way. Also says the specific litre of the engine. So all of these things are, really narrowing it down to being a Toyota Prius. There's actually no car on the market with that litre engine that meets that MPG, and there's actually a hybrid. So if you include that all into your article, you're specifically telling Google that this is the car you're talking about, as opposed to doing something saying like, this car is really economical, it's great for driving around town, it's great for long motorway journeys. There's plenty of cars that meet that criteria, plenty of economical cars, and Google just won't really know what you're talking about. On top of that, to take it a step further, you can actually search for deeper key phrases within that. So obviously I mentioned it was a hybrid, so I could say Prius hybrid battery, and then get the information about the battery specifically. So I could say the Prius is powered by this specific hybrid battery in its vehicles. It's the latest range of hybrids used throughout Toyota's range, and they'd know then again that I would be talking about the Prius, and it's really, really specific to that vehicle. Again, I could say more about the engine, so I could actually type in Prius engine, find out specifically what engine's in there. So again, it's a 1.8 L4 cylinder, so that's fantastic too. And then another one is actually maybe searching something like what mph can a Prius do in electric only? And it says 15 mile an hour. Again, with all hybrid vehicles, they're going to be able to do a different range on electric. So showing that this vehicle can do 15 mile per hour on electric will kind of, again, just narrow it down to being a Prius and narrow it down to exactly what we're trying to search for. So these are just great techniques really then for stacking central corpus keywords together, adding those theme entities in, and obviously differentiating the terms from, for Google to actually see exactly what you're talking about and make it really specific for them. So that's basically that, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope you guys can apply this to your own keywords.